Your dog has been trying to tell you something. Not loudly, not in a way that stops you in your tracks, but quietly, slowly, in moments you almost missed. And the hardest part is that by the time most people finally understand it, it's already too late. It starts small, almost invisible. One morning you wake up, pour their food like always, and for the first time, they don't run toward the bowl. They look at it, then look at you, and walk away. You tell yourself maybe they're not hungry, maybe it's nothing, dogs have off days too, right? But then you notice something else. They're not following you from room to room like they used to, not waiting at the door, not reacting the same way when you say their name. It's subtle, but something has shifted, and that's when most people ask the wrong question. What's wrong with my dog? Instead of the real one, what is my dog trying to tell me? Because the truth is, dogs don't experience life the way we do. They don't think about the future or fear death the way humans do, but they feel changes in their body instantly, deeply, and honestly, and when something inside them starts to change, they know. Not in words, not in thoughts, but in sensations they cannot ignore. Dogs have up to 300 million scent receptors. Their entire world is built through smell. Every breath they take is information. Every chemical change inside their body is something they can sense, which means your dog doesn't understand death like we do, but they can feel that something is different, something is ending, and that's when their behavior begins to change. Some dogs become distant, they hide under beds, behind furniture, in quiet corners of the house, and people often think this means sadness or that the dog wants to be alone. But this behavior goes back thousands of years when dogs were closer to wolves. In the wild, a weak or sick animal isolates itself not because it wants to leave its family, but because it's protecting them. Less noise, less attention, less risk. It's not abandonment, it's instinct. It's their way of saying, I don't want to be a burden. But then there's the other side. Some dogs do the exact opposite. They don't leave you, they come closer than ever before. They follow you constantly, sit closer, sleep against you, look at you in a way that feels deeper, longer, different, and this behavior isn't random, it's trust. When a dog is scared, confused, or in pain, they don't run away from their safe place, they run toward it. And for your dog, that safe place has always been you. There's something else that happens in these final days that almost feels impossible to explain, yet thousands of owners have experienced it. After days of weakness, of barely moving, suddenly your dog gets up, they eat, they wag their tail, they look normal again, and for a moment you feel relief. Maybe they're getting better, maybe everything is okay, but what you're seeing is something called the last rally, a final surge of energy. Scientists believe that as the body begins to shut down, the brain releases one last wave of activity, one last attempt to restore balance. But emotionally it feels like something else. It feels like goodbye. Your dog isn't thinking in words, but in that moment they're doing something they've always done, coming back to you one last time, looking at your face, feeling your presence, reconnecting with the one thing that has always mattered most in their entire life. And here's the part that changes everything. Brain studies have shown that when a dog smells their owner, a specific part of their brain activates, the same area linked to pleasure, safety, and reward, stronger than food, stronger than other dogs, stronger than anything else in their world. That means something incredible. In those final moments, your voice, your scent, your touch isn't just comfort, it's the safest feeling they know. You are not just there, you are the reason they feel safe. And if you're sitting there wondering, did I do enough? Did they know I loved them? The answer is already written, not in memories, not in words, but in biology. Every walk you took, every time you said their name, every moment you sat beside them, every small ordinary thing built something inside their brain that never fades, a connection so strong that even at the very end it's still there. Because to your dog, you were never just a part of their life, you were their entire world, not for a moment, not sometimes, but every single day, and even when their body slows down, even when everything else fades, that feeling doesn't, it stays. Right until the end.